Hi, Tracy here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make one of these really cute bookmarks using Spellbinders' latest release in the faith-based series. And this series was designed by Joanne Fink. Joanne Fink is the author or designer for the complete guide to Bible journaling. So I will link up to my review of this book, but she has a stamp set out as well, and I'm so excited to share that with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is share all of the new designs in this set, and then we'll go ahead and make one of these bookmarks together. So let's go ahead and get started. I was really excited to see this come in the mail the other day by Spellbinders, so thanks so much, Spellbinders, for sending them along. I am excited to share them with everybody, and I just want to go through each of them with you and share a little bit about them. Each of these sets, I believe, retails anywhere from $9.99 all the way up to, I think, $24.99, I believe, but I will link up for you so that you can see them and find out where you can purchase them. But they are super cute, and I just love these stamps, especially the red rubber stamps. So let's go ahead and look at them. So the first one here that I have is called Singin to the Lord, and this is Psalm 96 verses 1, and she's got these really cute birds on there. And let me just kind of open this up, and I won't open them all up for you because, I mean, a red stamp is a red stamp is a red stamp. But what I love about these is that the red stamp always just, whenever I use them, it always makes a great impression, as opposed to the cling stamp. I have to sometimes kind of rub the cling stamp, the clear stamps, to get them to kind of make a better impression. But the red stamps always work well for me, so I always try to get the red stamps when I can and when they're available. So these ones, you know, they just come off, and then you can just mount them on a block, just super easy like that, and they stick really well. So I can just see having so much fun with my Bible journaling with these stamps, as well as making bookmarks and all kinds of things, maybe cards, some Christian faith-based cards, all kinds of things. So what I wanted to show you also, maybe I'll leave these out for now, but on the back of every one there is an example design. So if you're not sure how to use them, Joanne's put a little bit of a design back here so you can follow that along and make something similar to that. Okay, and so that one is called Sing Unto God, and that is SBS 143 is the number. Then you have Lord is My Strength, and I love this one because the words are there, and I don't have really good handwriting, so I'm working always learning and working on my handwriting and working on my art. And so it's great when I can just take what they have here. And so this is Isaiah 12:2 and Psalms 102, and then you get the little music notes here, and that's Lord is My Strength. The next one is called Choose Life. And this one says, therefore choose life that you may live. And this is Deuteronomy 30, verses 19. And I love whenever we get to have verses that are in the Old Testament. I do a lot in the New Testament, so I'm always trying to find things for the Old Testament. And this is a really great one. What a cute sunflower and bee. And then in the back also you get the design that you can either put this in the margin of your Bible or make a bookmark as well if you want to follow that design. Then you have these really cute butterflies. Love butterflies. And I really like the design on this one where you're just putting them in a line, which I thought was really cute. Then you have Singing Bird. This one is probably one of my favorites because I just love this. And now this is also in the complete guide to Bible journaling, I believe, as something to trace or as a vellum piece, or I've seen it before, something very similar to that. So if you can't get this clean set stamp, you might be able to get it in that book that I showed you earlier by Joanne. But I just love it. And you can also draw it's rectangles essentially and a dangle, but it's just nice if you're, to use stamps so that you can just make a whole bunch of cards at the same time. I can just see how fun this will be, especially creating bookmarks or cards. And this one has, you are loved more than you could possibly imagine. You are more capable than you've ever dreamed, and you are stronger than you know. And again, this is called Singing Bird, probably my favorite in the whole set. And then what a cute design she shared on the back. Then we have the Inspiring Others, and this one says, live by inspiring others to fly. And this is a bunch of butterflies and a flower as well. And then the back is the example. And then we have Take Delight. This one's super cute. It says, take delight in the Lord, and he shall give you all the desires of your heart. Psalm 37:4. And then in the back, I want to do that one. So if you guys want more videos using these stamps, will you please comment below, and I will definitely get these out and make them for you. We'll do different kinds of videos showing how you can use these stamps. We'll even do Bible journaling if you want. So just leave a comment so I know you want them. Okay, the next one is called Birdhouse, and it says, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. This is one of my favorite verses. I have this hanging in my house, and I just love these little birds with their little bird houses. How fun. And look at that beautiful design on the back. I am just so thankful that they include a design in the back. Oftentimes I'll go to Pinterest or search the internet for inspiration, and it's just nice to have it already there on the actual product, which is nice. The next one is, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118, verse 24. And this is called This is the Day Cling Stamp Set by Spellbinders. And then here's the one in the back. Super, super simple. Can you imagine just using a little bit of watercolor and creating just a beautiful bookmark or something in the margin of your Bible? So pretty. And the last one, and the one that we're going to be using in our tutorial today, is called Love. And it says, a friend loves at all time. And it has the die template set. And then it has the love stamp, the heart stamp, and Proverbs 17:17, a friend loves at all times. So this is the one we're going to use in order to, so that you can see it all and I can share any of my thoughts with you in terms of working with this product. Now, I have already opened this because that's how I made these to share with you. These are our demo ones. So these are the ones that I made to share with you. This one has little charms and danglies on it. Kind of makes the bookmark heavy, but I just thought it was super cute. And when I did this one, I just used a Heidi Swapp spray on this one and then just stamped with my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And then this one is gelatos, which we're gonna make this one, so we'll put that one aside. This one I embossed on, and it's just really pretty. It's super easy, just embossing powder and then a little bit of bling. This is just a tag I used with some Copic markers and the Memento Tuxedo Black stamp ink. In the background is just gelatos, and this one says a friend loves at all times, and this one I just used some gelatos in the background with the little bling and cute little ribbon. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, when I was using the die, I have to say Spellbinders makes really awesome dies. They always cut really, really well. So I tested this one out because I wanted to know how many you can get through one cut, through one pass in my Sizzix machine. Let's pull these out. These come on a cling, and these come on a piece of cling paper like this, not paper, but comes on a piece of like transparency, but I lost it when I was playing with it, so it's somewhere in my craft room hiding. I'll find it later. But this die set is awesome, and it's really well made. So I was testing this one out because I wanted to know how many I could use, how many I could cut in one pass, because I mean I'm busy, so I don't want to have to cut, run it through the Sizzix machine. If I want 100 of these, I don't want to have to run it through 100 times, my goodness. So while you're probably only supposed to run it through once with one piece of cardstock, I ran it through with 4, and I had great success getting 3 out of the 4 cut. So the maximum amount of bookmarks you can get through one pass, and it also depends on your cardstock weight as well. This one is just a pack from Michaels, which is probably, I want to say 65 weight. Yeah, 65 weight, or 65 pound I think is what it's called. But you can get 3 65 pound, and I hope I'm saying that right, bookmarks out through with one pass. So 3 pieces of cardstock, one pass gives you 3 bookmarks. Now you're probably only supposed to do 1, so don't call me or email me if you break it. But I got 3 out of my pass. So 2 did a great job. 1 obviously perfect. But if you're busy like me and try to get as many out as you can, then 3 is the maximum that I have been able to get with mine. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this. First thing I'm going to do is put my Ranger craft mat down. And I did want to also share with you that I will be using the latest Tim Holtz stamping platform. So we'll be using this thing as well, because I find it to be really helpful to use one of these platforms when I'm stamping. And I didn't have one until I got one from, I purchased it actually from Ranger, so I was excited to get that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. What I'll need for this is I'm not going to use the stamp because I'm going to use that Ranger thing. I'm going to use the heart and the A Friend Loves at All Times. I'm going to use 3 different colors of gelato because I love gelato and they're so fun to play with and they're easy. Then I'll use the Memento ink, and then I'll probably come back in with some Stickles. So this is a really simple, easy tutorial. I'll need some water as well, so I have that, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is lay down the gelato, and all I'm going to do is just color really on my bookmark. Now this is lemon. This one here is iced pear. So I'm just going to lay down some iced pear. It's really easy, guys. And the next one is snow cone, I think. Nope, cotton candy. Cotton candy is the color. And I just have always had a lot of fun with gelatos. They're just so fun. You can also use distressed ink as well. I'm just adding a little bit of water to that to activate it. And then I'm just going to move that color around. I'm swapping my fingers here and there because they get a little bit messy. And I'm just moving it with my finger. You can use a paper towel if you want, but I just play. It's fun for me, so I'm just playing and making a mess and having fun with it. That's some of the fun part about being a crafter, is just getting in here and just having fun with it. Alright. Okay, if you like how that looks, I do like it. I feel like I lost a little bit of that iced pear. I feel like I wiped it off a little bit too much, so I'm going to put it back. Alright, so I'm happy with how that looks. I'm going to take a quick wipe on my Ranger mat so I don't make so much of a mess. And then I'm going to come back with the heat gun and heat this up. Alright, so here it is, and it's dry now. And it's really cute and pretty color. So let's go ahead and get this stamped. I'm going to use again the Tonic stamping platform that I just got. And let me move this out a little bit for you guys so you can see it. Okay, here we go. And the side I'm using is rubber because I'm going to be using the red rubber stamps. Okay, if I was using the clear, I would have to be using this other side, which means I'd have to take this top and just pull it off like that and just switch it around and then use the clear. But I'm not. I'm using the rubber, so I'm going to put that back where it goes. And the way you use this, really quickly, it's super awesome. There is another brand that actually, the Misty was I think the original creator of this stamping platform, and what a brilliant person to create that and bring it to market. So she created that, and this is a version similar to it. Now, the way I do this is I lay the item that I'm stamping down where I want it to go. So the first one I'm going to do is just this one up here first, and the next time we pass through, we'll pick up this and move it. So the way you do that is you just put that down, and then you close the lid and you pick it up on the stamping platform. See how it picked up? So now it's going to go right down. Okay, and the reason why I use this platform is because sometimes I don't get a really good impression with my own stamping, and having to, if you're familiar with stamping it, you put it on a block and then you put it down, but let's say it didn't go right and you have to try again, then it gets all kind of smudged and smeared and it's just awful looking. But so I end up throwing those ones away. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink this up. Just going to give it a nice, enough ink, because this ink pad is old, so I don't get a lot of ink, so I have to push it down a couple times. I should probably get a new one. Anyways, all you do is you take the platform and you just push it down, just like you're giving it a nice impression. And then if I didn't like this and I wanted to try again, let's say I wasn't happy with it, I just have to push it down again. See? Easy, easy. And you don't get any, it's a perfect impression every time. And you get the same thing with the Misty too. So if you're a Misty fan, then awesome. If you're a Tim Holtz fan, Tim Holtz has one now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly clean this one off, because the way I like to stamp is to push the stamp down first on my design to make sure I know where it's going to go. So I want this to be clean and dry in case I mess up. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this here to the side like that. Okay, I'm going to be happy with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Okay, and then I'm going to ink it again. One of the greatest things I love about Joanne's stamp set is the intricate designs that she has created. Just, I mean, if I had to do each of these dangles by hand, which I have, it would just take a lot longer than just stamping. So, pushing it down. Alright, am I happy? I'm not really happy here. I'd like to get a better impression on this, so I'm just going to push it down again, see if I can get a nicer impression, and I'm happy with it. So do you see the usefulness of this kind of stamping platform? I do, at least. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside. I'm taking the top off because otherwise I'll get the ink on the platform and that's less for me to clean, so I just took the top off there. And the next thing, the last thing I'm going to do here to make this bookmark is add these Stickles. Stickles are like a glitter glue and they dry flat. Now when I do Stickles in these little tiny hearts, I actually don't make a heart. All I do is I dot, because close enough. I'm getting a heart. They're going to be able to see it's a heart with some color in it. And I don't want to make a big red blob. Okay. And almost done. But isn't this a cute bookmark? Great to give this to somebody. Maybe you're doing a swap with somebody. It'd be great to give that to them. See up close. Then all I have to do is wait for it to dry, and then I can add a ribbon on it and look very close to this. Isn't that cute? Alright guys, I am so excited that I had the chance to share these beautiful stamps with you, and just go one more time through them so you can see all the different ones. And then if you want to see Bible journaling done with them, let me know. I would be happy to share some videos with you that has all of these beautiful stamps in there so that you could get some ideas if you decide to get some of your own Spellbinders cling stamps by Joanne Fink. Get these ones. Alright guys, thanks so much. I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please let us know. Give us a thumbs up. Respond in some comments below and we'll answer any questions that you have. Thanks so much. You have a great day. Bye!